I like to demonstrate what I call dynamic sections on my ultra wide monitor, which I absolutely enjoy for using the Revit program. So I'm going to type ZA. Oops, didn't do anything. There we go. And so that takes each one of my windows, which I have three, and it maximizes them out. Then I can zoom back in. But what I want to show is, look at this. I have this section, and if I just pull it back to here, look what happened. This section changes dynamically to exactly what I want to see. So that's better, I found, than drawing a bunch of sections and then right-clicking and say, go to view. So as I want to see, as I'm working on the project, and I want to see, well, how does this actually work? At this point, I can just move it around. I want to see, maybe right here. It changes it again to exactly where I want to see, and I don't have to do the go to view. And when I finish the project, as far as laying it all out, then I'll put my sections in for the construction documents. But what I wanted to point out here was just the use of the reference plane, which is another really nice feature that Revit has provided for us. And if we go to the architecture tab and the reference plane, about right here, I want to split this wall. So now I've put a reference plane in, I can give it a name if I have quite a few reference planes, which I do use the reference plane a lot. It works right well for me. But I want to pull this wall back. And I want to make sure, if I go to the second floor and zoom in on that, I want to make sure that the portion of that wall that I want to move back is definitely in the right spot. So I'm going to go up to modify and over to the split wall. I just want to split the element, and I want to split it right here. So I'll click right there. Let's see if it splits the wall. And so modify to clear out the command. And look at that, it did split it. Now I have the same wall, but it's in two spots. And I want to pull that wall back just to give some, take a look at the 3D view that I have so far. I want to split this wall so that my gable is across here. And then this is back, so I have some definition. So I'm going to go back to the first floor, and I still have that highlighted, and I'll just move it back 2 feet. So click anywhere on the screen, and then use the mouse to show the direction that I want the wall to move. And then I use the keyboard, just type in 2, and that should move that wall back. And sure enough, it did. Okay, now look at that. For some reason, let's take a look at it in 3D. Move this wall back. That one stretched out. So I don't know what that is about. I don't argue with Revit and say that's not what I wanted you to do, because generally it does what I tell it, not necessarily what I want it to do. I should have some brick around here too. All right, so that's second floor wall moved. So now I have to move my floor back, edit the boundary, just grab this little line and bring it back to the face of the gypsum board. There we go. Now I also have my subfloor in there. Again, edit the boundary. That goes to the face of the plywood. I might use the align tool and tab until it selects what I want to align to, and then click on that. That takes me back, but look at that, I didn't pay attention. It's got to be changed too. So going to annotate. No, I just click right here. I should get my lines. Here we go. This one I already have. This, just trying to think this subfloor to come down to here, because this wall stays out. Not worry about where I put that one, because I'll use the trim extend, or still call it from the AutoCAD days. Just align those two. Look good. There's my subfloor. I'm going to have to change this wall. Let's go to the second floor and see what happened. Yeah, I'll probably split this wall right here. And let's just click on it and see if there's two walls. Yeah, there is. So I really want that wall to be like this wall. So let's use the match properties on this wall, and then we'll click on this wall and see what happens. Something didn't go well. Oh, all right, let's go on to the first floor and see if anything changed. This wall is not split, but maybe I'll just put this one back to here. That's fine. So let's try it again. Match properties. Wall. Wall either. Change. All right, so then I'll do what I also do. Fight. Grab this wall. This. Let's look at it in 3D and see everything looks good. Back to the first floor. Make this guy a little bit smaller. And then rotate it. Just click 90 degrees. And I want this gypsum board to line up with this gypsum board, so I'll use the align tool. And then let's use the book. Trim extend. Looks good. And that looks good. Let's go back and see what I did in 3D. Yeah, so there we go. Now, this is a modification of a preliminary sketch, so the roof is still for the previous job or the previous scheme. You had to make it a little bit smaller. So see the roof. Oh, anyway, looks good. Shift key down, push the mouse wheel straight down, rotate this around. That's kind of what I wanted. One of the other nice benefits is that it'll make my porch a little bit deeper right there at the front door and at the boundary. Back to the first floor, and then want my porch to follow. We draw that perimeter here. We can extend. Like to have a more monumental entrance, but we have some setback issues that I can't extend any farther than that with the porch or the steps. So that's the issue. Let's take a look at it real quickly in 3D. Yeah, you put a wall down there on the porch and fix the roof. And then I have to deal with the elevation to make that look a little bit better. I definitely need these windows in the bedrooms on the second floor. Center those windows on the bedroom, but this might be a little bit of an issue. That location that's centered in the garage, but my massing goes all the way across here, so I might take that and say, let's center it. So I use my dimension. Let's double check this to make sure. See, I like those dimensions to be even numbers, so I have to make it 31.48 even inches. So I'll click on this guy and then change that. Just put it in 8. The reason that's important is because I'm going to try centering this window on that mass. So 31.8 looks good. I can click on this guy, edit the witness line, put it to the middle. See if I click on. Well, I can do that probably, but since I failed to accept what I did, take this to here, to here, and say equal. Now that's equalized. I don't want this guy, so delete, hit the enter key for the error message there when constraining. Now let's look at it. This is probably, this roof will come back. So this will allow me as one mass, and then I'll have to extend that roof. Let's try that now. Let's see what happens. Attach top base, look at the roof, set everything up to there. First floor wall looks good. Second floor wall looks good. Let's see, change the gable so that the midpoint of the gable is here. Move the roof over some more. But what I wanted to show really was the use of the reference plane, which I drew my reference plane on the second floor, but it also appears on the first floor, so I can use that as addition. Now, of course, I moved that wall over a little bit, so now I want to step on it. Change my subfloor and my carpeting, edit this a little bit, just drag this guy over to there. Carpeting looks good. Okay. What happened on the first floor when I moved that? It's the tile. See, that's not lining up. So I'll do the same thing here. I moved. That's good. That's what I'm seeing. So, quick demonstration on the reference plane, how nicely that works to show us, from different levels where we want things to be. And I also constantly demonstrate the function of the two sections with the two sections here. So that section changed automatically as I moved it around. What does this look like right here? Oh, it switched to that. What does it look like over here? Yeah, boom, dynamic sections. So what do I see? That section told me that these walls should line up. So let's switch that back a little bit there. Yeah, very happy with this. Love the program. Works really well. Well, it took me a while to figure out the use of the what I call dynamic sections. I'd like to share that. So hit escape to CA, pulls all of my windows. I don't have to go individually and type ZE. Just zoomed all of them to their extents, which is pretty good. So I hope that helped.